Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about, and it's all about Corvette. And I'm sorry that you have to see me this way. I've been up for several hours, and I feel like I can't even get out of my own way. I've got no energy, I'm just dragging. Maybe if I have my third cup of coffee, we'll be raring and ready to go. But boy, I do have some good information for you guys. Finally, gonna get some information from Chevrolet in regards to the end dates for 2024 Corvette ordering and the startup for 2025. And I told you guys, I had suspicion that they were gonna reduce the color palette for 2025. We've got a last call on some colors, and now they haven't said that these colors are not coming back for 25. I'm just assuming that they're not, and we're probably right on that again. And one of my other, I never said it to you guys on the channel, but one of my predictions I'll tell you about, looks like I was right again. And I have a new suspicion, not intel, just intuition on the ZR1 Corvette. I want to have a detailed conversation, a quick one, because I am a car guy, just like a lot of you watching right now. It's fun to have that conversation with you guys when we don't have a clue what we're talking about, but let's have that talk. Maybe I need to be on the other side of the camera. You guys know I do a lot of nationwide sales. Chuck does a lot of nationwide service. Oh my gosh, our past customer Scott from Virginia is here right now. A great friend, new guy we met at Paragon Performance, has come back again a second time from Iowa. Tom, thank you so much. And I love it that he's got Ricky's sticker on there. And I love this sticker that he put on there as well. Thanks, Zora and Taj. Taj, to me, is our modern day Zora. All right, we got to give away one of Chuck's secrets, a little tricks of the trade. He's not on a cigarette break. He's actually, because these cars came in from so far away, he's letting them cool down so he can actually drain the oil. But I noticed both of these cars are up, and you've got screwdrivers back here in the, what are you doing?
I'm raising the hatch to let the heat out so don't keep the lights on and run the battery dead.
Ah! See, that's why he is the star of Tech Tuesday.
Now with that back down there,
right,
the lights will dim and go out like they just did.
Okay.
Now
So
the battery's not running dead.
Now this is not a Tech Tuesday, and I know I freaked you guys out, including Chuck, that we're here, because I literally, you guys saw it on camera. I walked up and I said, here, read these, right on camera. I didn't even have a chance to even proofread them. We did an early Tech Tuesday, partly because of the inventory factor. Thank you so much for the contacts right away. Jack in Dallas bought the white Z06, and it was pretty cool. Talking to this guy, when opportunities come up like that, you guys respond so quickly, and I thank you for that. But I talked to him about the car, went through the whole process and how we do it out of state. And he says, well, okay, I'll let you know. He goes, you know, it's not my first choice in color. I do like the white, and it's right in my budget. Yeah, well, I'll let you know if I change my mind. 5 minutes later, he called back. He goes, Rick, I'm not getting any younger. He goes, what the hell am I doing? That's in my budget. I like the car. How do we do this? Let's go. I loved it. It was great. Jack, I know you're not coming here now, but I do hope to get to Texas and shake your hand. But first and foremost, thank you again for the business, and thanks for watching the channel. And Tom from Iowa made Chuck something. He haven't opened them. Show me those decals real quick that he made you. I showed you the decal on the back of his car. It says, thanks, Zora and Taj. I don't know where you're going to put these.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. Service. I don't know if I'm putting one on my car. My car's still not done. We got an update on my car. There is some kind of an air conditioning noise, and he had a contact. As I told you guys, he can't just arbitrarily order something. They got to say, oh, okay, order this, so they pay for the repair. They said we've had some air conditioning condenser unit issues, but we've never had a noise thing. So now we got. I don't know, I got to get it done before you go on vacation at the end of the month. We got to do a sound file, send that to Chevrolet, let them examine it, and then tell him what they want him to do as far as replacement parts and that kind of stuff. Because my goal is, I've already got it booked for June 9th. It's a weekend thing, but I'm going to do the Sunday event. Way too early in the morning for that. Anyways, I'm going to do a Sunday event at Pit Race. I got to get the race brake pads on. We've got to get the track alignment. There's going to be a whole video just on track alignment. It was a great suggestion he had, and I'm thankful for that because I can't endure the torture on what I originally wanted to do. But I think what we're going to do, also too, getting some feedback from Mike at BRINK is going to put me on the straight and narrow for the way that I want to drive this car and try to get on track. So Pit Race, I didn't get a chance to do last year. That is one of my favorite tracks. I think it flows so nice. you really get an appreciation for this car. So we got to do that, but we got to get this air conditioning, whatever's going on, fixed first, and then we'll do some more stuff. Well, that's another whole video coming up. Just want to give you an update because people have been asking us, hey, Rick, what's going on with your car? Well, at least you got it looked at. So now we got to do this audio file crap. Video and audio file they want of that. Okay, so I appreciate that. So lots to do. Told you, lots to talk about. More on the 24 ending dates and the 25 startup dates coming up on today's Corvette Upload. So Chucky, I had to do this order update, and I haven't told the people yet, but I said earlier on that I think we're going to lose a whole bunch of colors and go to a reduced palette, more so than just the 3 replacement colors that they showed at the bash. Yeah. What other colors do you think that we're going to lose?
No idea.
Off the top of your head. I mean, you see all these cars coming in here. I guess hypersonic gray and possibly cacti would be a 1-year only color. Well, I think I got something in my eye there. My cacti. Stay tuned, that's coming up. Let me get my notes together here. I told you guys we have a lot to talk about, but I enjoy and I have so much fun talking about Corvette with you. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Thank you also, real quick, I didn't make a big deal about it. It is a big, don't discard it. It is a big deal. I have much loftier goals for myself, but thank you for all the new subscribers and the continued support over the years. We did on this channel hit 50,000 subscribers, and that is a big deal. It's a milestone. It means a lot. And I don't put, I mean, it's important to me. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit that damn button and hit the bell notification. But I don't put all my credence of the channel into subscribers. I'm looking at demographics. I'm looking at engagement. I'm looking at watch time. And you guys are off the charts on this channel when it comes to those categories. So thank you so much for that. In just a bit, I want to talk about my appearance on other YouTube channels. That was a great honor and also a lot of fun. And I want to tell you about this amazing drive coming up next week that gives you an opportunity and a reason to drive your Corvette, and it's all for a great cause, for St. Jude. All right, so this is, as the wind blows them away, this is really just print it and start talking about it. We'll have more conversations about this, but this is the information that I've been waiting on to share with you guys. Also, too, to help me with my clients that are waiting to actually order a car from us, is when 2024 ordering and production is over, and when does 2025 start? All right, oh, here it is. I'm sorry. I got a mess going on here. But still going to be a fun conversation and some good information. But from what we were talking about and some of our suspicions and conversations at the Bash event recently at the National Corvette Museum, I told you guys just recently here on the channel as well that we suspected that the overall color palette would shrink beyond the 3 new colors that were introduced. And we were right again. Let's first tell you about production dates so you give an idea. It looks like right now, this is going to be more of a conversation. It's an important conversation for those of you that want to get a 2024 because we are closing in on the end of ordering and production. So this is probably a little bit easier to read here. Some of the stuff is just so crazy. It's so difficult to dissect. So I took notes from the actual spreadsheet there. So 2024 ordering, it looks like the last day to actually for us to enter an order is going to be on May 28th. Now, we have 1 order cycle coming up next week, and it looks like for sure we're going to have 1 more. We might even possibly have a 3rd. So there could be 3 more order cycles because they're talking about in one of these memos that the final consensus or when they distribute allocations that you've earned is going to be June cycle 1. We're in May cycle 1 right now, so there's going to be 2 cycles for May, and there will be 2 cycles for June, and it does, yeah, there is going to be a 2nd cycle in June. That's going to be reserved for Corvette anyways, for the startup of 2025. So more conversations as we get closer there. So right now, I feel confident telling my customers and telling you guys, count on at least 2 more order cycles. When they get close to the end of all this, sometimes they say, well, it should be 1 more, but they say, you know what, we're done, and they're just moving forward. So don't count on it, especially on the very last cycle that may be sometime in late May, early June. But we're going to let you guys know that as soon as we can. I'm still assuming right now, counting on 2 more cycles, and that's it. Stay tuned for more information as we continue to do these market and order updates for you guys. I'm actually looking at an email, looking at a spreadsheet, and I've got some conflicting dates here. So this will require a follow-up video. But as it stands right now, it looks like when we can start entering orders for 2025 in the preliminary status, 1100 status, that is July 9th. And as we just mentioned, or if we haven't mentioned it yet, I apologize. No, we didn't mention it yet. So orders going into the system for 2025 on July 9th, and it looks like production starts for 2025 on July 15th. I'm not quite sure where they're going to. They usually shut down for the summertime for vacation, at least 1 or 2 weeks. I suspect that to be end of June, maybe 1 week in July. Maybe that's why production for 25 doesn't start until the middle part of July. So we'll have to wait and see how that all shakes out. We'll keep you up to date on that. 2025 order guide, as far as giving us all the listing of what is changed, because as we shared with you just recently in our Coffee with Conti show, the highlights from the Bash event, they were kind of vague on everything as far as what the changes were for 2025. Usually that's what we go there for. And many times people will say to me, they say, hey, I want to order a car, but hey, you know what? I'm going to wait till the Bash to see what's coming for next year, and then I'll decide if I want the current model year or the next model year. Customarily and normally, when you go to the Bash, it's already over for current model year. We're already in extension right now for 2024, so you have that bubble dancing right now to decide if you can get an allocation, if you want a 24, or do you want to wait for 2025. I apologize. Very spontaneous, just kind of throwing all the stuff at you guys. Let me just go back and reiterate. Orders go in the system for 2025 on July 9th. Production starts July 15th. Order guide, when they give us, as I was just saying, all the options for 2025, maybe some that we haven't seen yet, I don't expect to be very many, will be June 10th. And sometimes that comes out a little sooner, but right now count on June 10th, if not sooner, for the complete and detailed 2025 order guide. So you guys like the birds in the background? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Where's my sheet? Okay, so let's talk about what colors are going to be canceled for 2024. Still an opportunity to order those. They're not going to be, it doesn't look like they're going to be on constraint. When we get to the order cycle, I'll give you guys the constraint update. I do anticipate probably not this very next cycle, but the one after that, I bet they say all of a sudden, hey, only so many of X color available and that kind of thing. So we knew that we're losing Amplify Orange to the new Sebring Orange. We're losing Accelerate Yellow to the new Competition Yellow. We're losing also, here comes the reduced palette, Silver Flare, Hypersonic Gray. I'll save that one for last, although I've already hinted to it. Carbon Flash Metallic, that was the 70th anniversary and carried over for 2024 to be free flow to order it, any combo that you wanted. Was that, did you guys hear, was that, it's like a bullfrog. I'm at the park, there's a pond right there, there's a bullfrog. Other colors, easily distracted, sorry. Other colors being canceled for 2025. This one we predicted a couple of years ago and it didn't, and that's fine. It's because that color was always intended to be kind of that extra flavor to the palette, never to be a volume color. But it became a volume color. You guys love it, and it's so fun to order it. The one that was introduced in 2018 for the Carbon 65, that's right, Ceramic Gray, to be canceled in 2025. And lastly, I don't think I ever went on camera and said this. I had conversations with you guys, and I said, if GM made a commitment to this color for at least 2 years, that's the only reason they would make it 2 years. But I think based on the numbers and based on what my customers are ordering or not ordering, Cacti is canceled for 2025. And Tom here in Columbus, I know we just released, it's an accepted order of your Cacti for 2024 right here in Columbus. Thank you so much for the business. I appreciate that opportunity. Anybody else, if you have an accepted status, this stuff we're talking about right now won't affect your order whatsoever. And they're calling last call on these colors, so they're saying there's still an opportunity to order them. We'll continue to keep you up to date on our order and market updates. So again, please subscribe to the channel. I know I'm not making a big deal, a big emphasis on subscribing to the channel, but it is kind of a big deal, and it means a lot to me. It's free, so when you do subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get notices what we're talking about. If it's something you want to see, click the video, watch and enjoy the conversation, and engage like you guys always do. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Here's a reason and a good cause to drive your Corvette. I'm so sorry I can't participate in this. I want you guys to go to stjudedrives.org. There's a big drive, their annual drive, coming up next week on May 16th and 17th. And there's some tabs at the top of the page right here that you guys can check out more information on this great organization for a fantastic cause. That's one of my favorite charities that I donate to on a regular basis. Scroll down. There's other ways for you to commit and help out, and you can do it with your Corvette. This amazing drive is drawing people in from all over the country. Look at these. Maybe one of these will work for you. Again, as you can see, there's drives originating from different parts of the country. Get together with these people. The amount of money that they have raised for St. Jude's and cancer research is just phenomenal. Truly, what an amazing cause, what a great charity. And Corvette people, when they come together, they get things done. So this, again, gives you a reason to drive your car and to get together with fantastic people for an amazing cause. Again, I'm really bummed that I can't be there with you guys, but I'm looking forward to some highlight pictures if you'd be so kind to email some to me. All right, real quick, let's have a car conversation. We're car people, and we're intrigued at what's coming next. Talking about ZR1. I told you guys, ZR1 most likely, I feel even more confident now that the ZR1 is going to be at 2026, especially when Taj said that the reveal in August is a reveal of the reveal. Pretty much, they're milking it. They admitted that they're milking it. That's the marketing part of this car. That's fine. That's not intended to be a volume car. So I know a lot of people are excited about that car, but hang on. Availability to me is going to be a concern on that car, so we'll let you know. 2026, again, I think is the model. Here's what I also think. I'm a little suspicious. Our friend at SUPERCAR Ranch did a great video. He said that there's a chance. He was looking at some research online, a couple of different articles. I'll put a link to that video down below in the description, that the ZR1 motor could very well be a twin turbo and a supercharger. And he had some stats and facts to actually back that assumption. Now, listening to the sound, I want you to listen to this sound clip. Thank you, SUPERCAR Ranch, by the way. That was a great video. I want you to listen to these sound clips, okay? And this I will tell you guys right now. I feel confident that it is going to be a twin turbo. I've seen the intake, but seeing the intake, I wasn't thinking that, you know what? I don't think this will be, I've heard that it is, but I don't know if in fact it is going to be basically the Z06 motor. I said, why would they make that motor and not do more with it? That makes perfect sense from a manufacturing standpoint, but I don't know if in fact it's going to be the flat plane crank rather than a cross plane crank. Listen to this clip right here. Now, there's some good accelerations there. It seems like that car's on the track. I'm not sure where that audio is from, but listen to this audio, Z06 on the track. Good race. You hear that high-pitched, yeah, that sound, that intoxicating sound that Z06 generates. So I'm thinking, does the twin turbos cancel out that sound? I don't know if they would. But do they? Is the ZR1 going to be the flat plane crank? Guys, I'm starting to think maybe it could be something different. And if anything, it makes for fun, interesting conversation around Corvette, because not knowing drives us all freaking nuts. It's fun conversation. I will tell you this. I better not say it like that. I will tell you this. No, I'll tell you this. Come on. I have a pretty good indication. Yeah, that's how I want to say it. I have a pretty good indication what the RPMs are on the ZR1. And are they different to Z06? I think they are. And that's why I'm saying maybe it's not that motor, man. So a lot of digging to do. And if we knew, it doesn't make the car come any quicker. I feel confident that it's going to be a 2026, and I think that the interior change, if there's going to be one, I think there will be. I think it too coincides with the launch of that new car for model year 2026. Now that everything's all topsy-turvy, when does that happen? Who knows, man? But we'll keep you up to date as soon as we figure it out. I told you guys we had a lot to talk about, and one more thing I want to talk about. When I refer many times over to link in description, what does that mean? When you're watching the current video, down below you'll see me describing what the video is that you're watching, and usually there's a more button, and you tap that button and it completes whatever we're talking about for this video, other links that'll be immediate for this video, but as you scroll down will be the links in description that we're talking about, other videos that we refer to that we want you guys, when you get a chance, when you're done watching the current video, you click those links, and I think they're worth a watch, and they're certainly on topic of what we're talking about in today's particular video. So in the description, I'm going to put links down below of a couple of channels that I was just on. At the NCM Bash event, I was so honored to meet a lot of YouTubers. I talked about that on Sunday's show, and then they put me on their show where they talked about me. As a matter of fact, Mike at BRINK Speed, I hope I get a chance to fly down to Texas and be on your live Octane Hour show. That looks like a lot of fun. And Mark, sorry I didn't mention any of the videos, but it was good hanging out and talking with you too, man. Here's a little comments they made recently on their Octane Hour about Ricky.
He's incredible. We filmed quite a bit together. I'll be putting some of that stuff in some of my videos coming out soon. And I had the magic word, which got me, whoops.
Wrong one.
Wrong hat. The camera did a number on me there, which got me the Thanks Taj hat. And I wore that around for a little while there.
And it was a blast talking with Clarence from CGARNERSPEED 252. First time I ever met him. We've talked several times over the phone over the years. But he says, hey, Rick, I want to do a little feature on your car. And I'm a Corvette guy, and we all love to talk about our cars. And I did on his channel just recently. I'm not just driving into the car show.
Nice.
I never thought that I would get into tracking. I'm getting into tracking, and I'm understanding that thing that he said, how the car turns around you.
Right.
It's actually a scary feeling. You lose a lot of confidence. And I've learned from some of the trainers over the years, they told me, Rick, when you start to feel that, it gives you, as you're turning on track, it gives you that inertia that you're going to go off track. So naturally, you either hit the brakes, you let off the gas. The last guy told me, he says, that's when you trust the car. You turn the wheel and you hit the gas and you go. And she's gonna bite, she's gonna hold, and you're gonna have a freaking blast. Clarence, thanks for asking. It was an honor to be on your channel. If you want to see the full video, link is down below in the description. And it was a lot of fun to be on the Paragon Performance channel. Rob, thank you for coming over and talking with us as he covered everybody hanging out at the Paragon booth at the recent Bash event. Here's that segment with Rick. What's going on, man? What do you need?
So we're here with the man, the myth, the legend, Rick Corvette Conti.
Would you stop saying that? I'm just a regular dude. If you've met me outside the office or at an event, I'm just a regular dude. I love Corvette, and I love you guys. Okay, he wants to talk about something. So
all right, we're here with just a regular dude. We've got this rapid blue Corvette here behind us. What are your thoughts so far of the National Corvette Museum?
Well, I love the Corvette Museum, a lifetime member, but what I love is, you guys know Rob works for Paragon. You want to see that full video, did a great job. Check out that link down below in the description. Thanks again, everybody. Wonderful to meet you guys, hang out, and just have a real conversation with you. That's pretty much what we did today. I told you it was going to be a lot of different things, all on Corvette, fun and informative. You know, one thing I forgot to mention real quick is that in regards to ordering for 2024, I do have allocation for Stingray next week. No Z06 and no E-Ray. All right, gonna have some fun with you guys this Sunday on Coffee with Conti. Again, sharing more deliveries, great stories, and how we connect through this car and how this car really becomes a motivator in our lives. Great couple from Pennsylvania. And it was just so much, I couldn't believe that I got it. But I have the letter that he wrote Santa Claus at 10 years old about Corvette. And then you're gonna see the day he gets his Corvette. And we have another one, you talk about how things are fate, they're destined. I want you to meet a great couple and their kids from Wisconsin all this Sunday on Coffee with Conti. Again, remember to subscribe, hit the bell notification. Thank you guys so much for all the support over the years. It's really been an honor to be here with you.